Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel. I have a fantastic product review for you today. It is a CISNO robot vacuum. Now I'm sure you've heard of the iRobot, the Roomba. It's pretty much the same thing. So the company sent that to me and I am so thankful because oh boy, do I need one of those. So if you have pets, if you have dust bunnies, if you have toddlers, and you constantly have crumbs and pet hair throughout your house, and you feel that if you don't vacuum twice a day, it's going to get into dust bunny and the house will always look dirty no matter what you do, you need one of those. Because I'm telling you, I have been using this for 3 days now, and we run it every night for 90 minutes. It does a fantastic job and the floor has never looked so clean. It picks up everything, including the paper towels that the beagle tries to chew and leaves little paper towel bits everywhere, get sucked into the machine. It's fantastic. So let's get started. I'm going to give you the specs first and then a demo, and you're gonna see how great this machine is. Okay, so here it is. This is the CISNO vacuum robot, and by the way, this one actually mops the floor as well. So I'm going to do a demo for both today. So just like the other vacuum robot, this one has a front part here that has all of the Wi-Fi mechanism. So there is a base that you put on your floor, and when you turn off the machine, it actually finds its way back to the docking base where it will recharge itself. So this thing here does not require any battery. The battery is included in it and it's rechargeable. It comes with a remote control as well, and this is Wi-Fi compatible, so you can actually connect your Wi-Fi to it, and via your app on your phone you can direct it to start cleaning your house or whatever room you want it to clean before you come home, which is really great as a feature. So as I mentioned, this is also a mopping vacuum. So I'm just gonna flip it around so you can see what it looks like on the underside. So you have the part here that's going to be the suction, so that's the vacuum itself, and two of those little brushes that are rotating. These are very well made and extend far enough so that when you get into a corner that's a 90-degree angle, and for instance the robot snaps onto it because it has this little, you see that right, shock mechanism, so when it hits a wall it actually bumps back and turns. But because the brushes are extended far enough, when the robot turns, it actually will get all the edges of your walls. So you can do a full room cleaning. It will do a pattern, kind of like a zigzag. You can do an edge only of the room, so that way it just does the corners and along the walls if you want to do that. That's great if you have pets, because when you walk in your house and you have pets, every time you walk past an area, you're actually moving and disturbing the air in your room, and as a result the hair tends to get pushed along the side of the walls and in the corners. So this is a great feature to just do the perimeter of the house, and then you can do also just the center of the room where it just basically goes into a spiral all the way up to the outside. So that's just the vacuum feature. There's also an attachment here that's a water container. So you open it here, you put the water, so you just basically attach it to the back here, and when you want to mop the floor, I would suggest that you wet the rag first and it just goes on its own, and it will do the same pattern but as a mopping pattern. I haven't tried this yet, so I'm going to try that today. It came with the water tank attachment, 2 mop pads that are microfiber again, and then a replacement filter, and they gave you 2 more of those little corner brushes and then 1 of the cleaning brushes. When you open it, this is where the tank is, where you get all of your dirt. You just snap it open right here, and it has 1 filter here, and then of course the vacuum filters over there, and you can see it's been used already. So this vacuum has a very low profile. It's just 3 inches. What it means for you is that it's going to go very easily under your furniture and underneath your kitchen cabinet, which is for me where I need it the most. All of the edges under furniture, all those areas that get dirty really, really fast, and I don't necessarily do on a daily basis. The water tank itself is 180 millimeters. It doesn't sound like a lot of water, but we're going to check out later on how it works. And then the tank itself for the dirt is 600 millimeter capacity. So at first I was a little concerned that the vacuum itself was not going to be able to do more than 1 room at a time. In the package they don't send you the barrier, the virtual barriers, which is basically blocks that you put on either side of an entryway, and then when the vacuum passes by it, boop, it knows it's like a virtual wall basically. It knows not to go in this area. But I really wanted something that was going to do the whole first floor, and that includes the kitchen. But there's 2 things that would have been a barrier for this little gizmo here, and it's not at all. One, it can retract its wheels, so what it means is that when it reaches the edges of the carpet, it actually retracts the wheels and will climb over the rug or the carpet, which is great because I have a big rug in my living room, and when it does the floor and it encounters the carpet, instead of considering it a wall and turning back, it actually goes above it, and that allows me to go underneath all of the chairs that you see in the back, underneath the coffee table. Fantastic. And then I have a ledge in my kitchen. This little ledge here is a dip of approximately 5 inches, and guess what? It climbs it. So when it's done with the living room and the dining room, it goes up into my kitchen and starts doing all of the under the cabinet. So let's get started. I'm going to demo how it works, and I'm going to try the mopping feature. So since I've only had it for a couple of days, right now the base, which you see behind the robot itself, is in the dining room against the baseboard. What I'm probably going to do is put it underneath this big buffet right here. So that way when it goes home to its space, it's out of sight. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the remote, and you can see that there's a time delay. You can increase the fan if you want. This is for mopping. This is the scheduling for task, and this is the edges only for the room, and this is a full room. And of course you can change the direction here if you want to do it entirely manual. So let's get started with 1 room. Comes out of its space.
Cleaning mode.
And here we go. So it's not vacuum yet. You're going to start hearing it soon. Here we go. So you see the brushes, the great thing about them is that when it encounters a barrier, it keeps rotating, but that allows me to get all the dog hair that is stuck at the edges, right here at the bottom of my chairs. And that is priceless. I see some dirt right here, so we're going to see when it takes it. And it just does a random pattern for now. So I'm just gonna let it run for about an hour, and in an hour I'll come back and see how much it picked up. So you see I put some little pieces of paper here and there, and you see that one of them got picked up. It's got to go through that particular line, and as it runs its course, it kind of knows the pattern, and it knows basically when the room is done, and it also will stop if the canister is full, and it will stop when the battery is down. So once the battery is done, basically it will go back to the base to recharge on its own. If it's full, it will stop in place. So while it's running in the kitchen, I want to show you how it got all the hair that is generally stuck right here at the bottom of my chair legs. And then we're going to do this area here. I want to show you how it really swept off all of the hair that would normally be against the buffet in the dining room. I mean, this is clean. There's no dust. Look at this. It's done about 3 passes on this. Do you see any dirt or dust? None, right? The floor is super, super clean.
Charging starts.
I love this thing. I'm so happy to have it. Thank you so much, you guys at CISNO, for sending it to me. This makes me really happy. What a lifesaver. It totally changes the cleaning routine in the house. The vacuum of this entire floor here takes forever, especially the corners and, you know, the underneath the furniture. It always takes me at least 45 minutes to do the whole thing. Not including the mopping. So we're gonna try the mopping feature now. Fair warning, I did not mop the floor since we came back from Ohio. That was Tuesday night I did it. So today is Sunday. Let's see how much grime we can get in this house in less than a week. But first, let's see how much dirt I gathered in 45 minutes. Now, remember, I've been running it every single day for the past 3 days since basically I opened the box. So you will be surprised how much hair I still get from the dogs and dust and whatnot. So here we go. See, these are all the papers I had thrown in front of it. So look at this. And I run it every day. Every day, guys. Isn't that something? Look at all this dog hair. Yeah, have pets, they say. It will enhance your life, they say. Ah, they're lucky I love them. Okay, so I'm gonna dump this like this so you can see. Okay. Yeah, close up on dirt. How about that, huh? Right, so it'll pick up all of that dog hair, even though I do it every single day. And then, of course, it's got the papers I threw at it. It got some big chunk right here that it picked up. All manner of crumbs and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically 24 hours worth of dirt just on my first floor. So now you understand why the house is so difficult to maintain. Sometimes I clean the house and you guys are like, oh my God, your house is so filthy, Sophia. Yeah, well, you know what? This is 24 hours. Not even, because I ran it last night and it's noon. So it's not that it doesn't do a good job. It's just that I have pets and this is what happens. The pets shed a lot and then there's crumbs and whatnot. So yeah, if you want a clean house, I would say get one of those. It's a life changer. So I'm gonna try the mopping feature, which I have not tried yet. So I filled this with water and then I pre-wetted the microfiber pad, and I didn't put any product in the tank. All I did was spray the pad with my regular mixture of Dawn and white vinegar. Compared to the dry. Okay, so I don't want to take forever with this video, but you can see that it's going around doing its mopping. Alright, I'm gonna let it do its job. I'll be right back and I'm gonna see if it can go all the way. It's probably gonna do the living room. I'm interested to see whether or not it stops at the carpet though, because I don't really want it to put the dirt and the wet on the carpet. That would not be too cool. Oh no! Well, that's no bueno. Right, so I can stop it before it gets the carpet. That's not the greatest feature, but that's only because I have a carpet. If you don't have carpets, then you can just let it run its course. I just don't want it to have the dirty pad going onto my carpet. So right now I'm just moving it around using the remote, and it seems to be working pretty good. It's responsive. I just don't see myself sitting down here playing with this thing, trying to get it to... Let's see if I can stop it from touching the carpet. Yes. Okay. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Turn it around. Okay. Yeah, so to me the mopping feature is pretty cool if you have a floor that doesn't have any rug, because it goes on the rug with the pad, and that's no good, no bueno. However, let's see what the mop looks like, because it's done the entire dining room. It went under the table and everything. But again, if you have a floor that's continuous tile or continuous pergo or continuous wood floor with no rugs, then it's a great feature. You just let it run its course, just like it would with the regular vacuum. With regards to the mopping, right? But me, because I have the rug right there, nah, not a great feature. I probably will not use that. But that's okay, because it does a great job at vacuuming the dirt off my floor. So I ran it for about 20 minutes on the mopping. I'm not crazy about the mopping feature, again, because of the carpeting, but it's barely used any of the water in 20 minutes. I don't know if you can see the water moving in the tank here. So I'm going to move the pad and, well, let me just disconnect the whole thing. Okay, and this is the dirt. Again, there's more dog hair and crumbs in my house than there is actual dirt on the floor, because I use the shoes that I have on are my house shoes. I don't use them outside, and everybody removes the shoes when they get in. So not too bad. It did, you know, clean, but that's not a feature. The mopping feature is not something I would, you know, consistently use. Perhaps in the kitchen, if I close the door and then it just does the tile floor, that probably would be a way for me to use it, but I don't want to use it in this area only because of the rug. If I had the rug removed as it used to be in the old days, oh yeah, sure, mop for me, no problem. So this was my review of the CISNO robot vacuum slash mopping device. It is totally worthy. In my opinion, it is totally worthy to have one of those robots. Actually, I have a friend of mine who has had hers, not this brand, another brand, for 9 years, and she never vacuums her house. It's always vacuum and so clean because she runs it every day. So this is a lifesaver. To me, it's a total game changer with regards to the cleaning routines in the house. I can see how you would get this running while you're doing your cooking, right? You cook in the kitchen, you have the robot do your living room and your dining room, and by the time you sit down to have your dinner, everything is clean. Isn't that nice? Or you just have this as a routine in the evening where you just get the whole floor taken care of after dinner, and every morning you wake up pretty much with a house that is dust and crumb and pet hair free. This is priceless. I am loving this. This is by far the best product I've reviewed so far. And just in case you were wondering, yes, it does sense staircase. I have a staircase in the kitchen, so when it goes over the little edge, it senses it and then it backs out and it doesn't tumble over the staircase. But I think that they all do that now. So there is a coupon code down below for 15% off the CISNO vacuum robot. If you are interested, I think this would make a fantastic Christmas gift, birthday gift, Mother's Day gift, or just because gift. Let me tell you, ladies, this is making me very happy. I am super excited about this device. Scott likes it too. The dogs and the cat are not bothered by it at all. They get out of the way basically, but they're not spooked by it. They are by the regular vacuum because of the noise that it makes, but not by this little gizmo. So this is getting 2 big thumbs up for me. I hope it's getting thumbs up from you as well. Check out the link down below if you're interested in this item. And remember, there's a coupon code for 15% off, and I believe that it's actually on sale right now on Amazon. So check out the link down below. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this review. Give me 2 thumbs up if you can about this product, and let me know down below what you think about it. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So that would be it. I will talk to you later. Thank you for watching, you guys. Bye.